Hey DOT community, this is Zalon coming at you with another DOT video. And in this video I got pretty much my new event predictions and my new Titan predictions that are going to be coming up here very soon. I wanted to make sure to get this video out as soon as possible. And of course, there will be no gameplay. I want to put a disclaimer in the beginning. I'm just going to be showing you a bunch of stuff that I have been doing research-wise over the weekend and before the weekend. And this is stuff that is going to be, it's going to be picture slideshow. I did put a bunch of streaming out recently, so if you want to see gameplay, please check out some of those streams. I will be also streaming again soon, possibly even tonight, so we'll see what happens. All right, so what we're going to start out with is I did have that DOT show this last Monday with Bo, and we had Fran on. And this is a picture I did find that I had to save because I thought it was funny. Because Fran hid when she realized she had to update the wiki. Because, yeah, that's something that, is part of her, job as being the community manager. She has to take care of a lot of things that are, either the wiki or other such like Twitter and Facebook and everything else. So anyway, I just thought that was just a really funny thing that the Dawn of Titan staff has out on their Twitter page. This is an old picture, so I figured I'd start with that. But let's get into the new Titans, okay? And this is a picture from this last Christmas. You can find this right in their Twitter page, and we just had the Trials of Power event. Everyone knows that. We just had Trials of Power. Orcar, who you see right here in front of us, was the Titan in that event that was given out. So his picture and his existence has been around since Christmas, because he was in the bunch of pictures that were put in during the Christmas time. So it's pretty amazing because I looked at all the rest of them, and they are all Titans that are already in the game. So there's no no more secrets. Obviously, we knew Urukar was going to be coming eventually, but you know what? I don't think anybody really paid attention to look back at some of the old Twitter pictures. And we're going to see that actually is going to be something that's going to show us some of a possible new Titans if you just look at some of these pictures. This is a cake that was used for game launch cake fit for a Titan, or at least a small group of militia. Everybody on the cake obviously is in the game except for this guy in the middle. And I think he's the main king character from the beginning of the storyline, but to be honest with you, since I only played through it once and almost 5 months ago at this point, I don't remember seeing, I don't remember what his name is, but I think he has to deal with the main storyline of the campaign. And so, yeah, he looks pretty awesome. I hope he is added into the game sometime soon. But he looks like a human king type character, just like Orukar is the king of the Unak. This guy looks like he's the king of the humans, which I would think would be pretty cool if there was a certain king character for each one of the races, which would be pretty neat. And if they were all Trials of Power based, that's probably something else that they may be incorporating. All right, so on to my next screenshot here. And this is a bunch of old names, so don't look at the names or anything else. But as we can see in some of this, I'm going to zoom in a little bit. We have builds on Titans, and now some of the other pictures that are on these I obviously zoomed in before even taking these pictures. But some of the other characters on here are other Titans that we already know in game. But a bunch of the ones that we do not know are on here. And I am predicting that this next event, and you're going to see here very soon with my data, is going to be a fire-based event. And I will show you that with all the data that I have put together. But these look like they could be some Unak, because they look like they have like the very gold and face masks that the Unak tend to have. So maybe some Unak Berserkers or Unak Infiltrators, something like that. So interesting looking Titans here up on the wall. And I picked these ones specifically. All these other ones are blurred up here, which I thought was quite interesting, thinking that they're really hiding something. But the ones down here I've never seen before either. So, and they're not blurred out. So maybe they were taken out of the game, or maybe they are in the game, like the Urukar, who we saw at Christmas time. and obviously just haven't been released until now. So these are all very interesting to take a look at. So let's continue. And here's another one from that same board. I'm thinking if this guy is maybe a human. Well, with the mask, no. I'm still saying Unak again. More Unak, possibly Infiltrator or Berserker. And the lady next to him, definitely female. I'm going to say, again, another Unak, probably maybe Mage class. You never know, because of course, we do still have a bunch of classes that are not still in game, so we don't know. But this guy definitely looks pretty cool. Alright. Oh, and here we have Fran. Now, this is cool because we're just showing, this is a regular picture from the office, But as we go here, oh yeah, it looks like it's a regular picture. But look at all these character pictures here in the background. Okay, now I have a bunch of zoomed in pictures, so we can just continue on here. Now, it looks like we have some, what is that? Now, that Elethan right there, I think that's, it's either Nestus or Nalos on the left there. But who is this? Is that a Elethan champion, maybe? Somebody we haven't seen before, because I think we're missing an Elethan champion. Here's another picture. Same wall, okay, in the background, so we get to see a little bit more of the other characters. But I also zoomed this in as well. And this is the other Elethan on the other side of that first set of pictures. And that, I think, is an Elethan champion. Looks pretty hardcore. Or possibly Elethan infiltrator. But I was thinking maybe champion. But we'll see. No actual weapons, so we can't really tell. And then on the right here, looks like we have a Ragnar Berserker female, like very similar to, what's it called, Korea. So Ragnar, female Berserker, I'm all over that. 3-star, 4-star, they'll let me have them, So, because Ragnar Berserkers are definitely something that's missing right now. Oh, and here we have another zoom in on the right. Now, we can't see who this guy is over here. We definitely can see who this guy is. Now, that looks like a Ragnar again. And look at this interesting headpiece he's got. I know it's getting a little blurry, but that headpiece is making me think like Ragnar Mage? I don't know. So, again, the artwork that we're seeing, and I'm showing off here, why I showed Urukar in the beginning is it's been around. It's been in front of everybody's face in all those Twitter pictures that we had from the from around Christmas time, and it was the only one that we really hadn't really seen yet. And there he is. So all right, now I'm going to continue on to what I did was I broke down the all of the 3-star and 4-stars that we have out there right now between the race, which is human, Unak, Mossbane, Elethan, Ragnar, and what classes they are. Okay, Ranger, at the bottom, Infiltrator, Berserker, Paladin, Guardian, Champion. So I have their names, and look at the holes. You notice that there's no Ragnar Guardian. 3-star. We're not talking about 4-stars here. These are all 3-stars. So, you can see that there's a whole bunch of holes everywhere. Well, the Unak seems to have a pretty big hole. Mossbane seems to have pretty big hole in the 3-star as well. So, that's the 3-star. But really what I think dictates a lot of these events is the 4-stars. So here's my 4-star situation. Okay. Now notice where all the 4-stars are here. We have... Oh, and I also put a 1 and a 2 next to all these guys over on the left-hand side for one reason. Champion, Guardian, Paladin, Berserker, Infiltrator, Ranger buffs themselves, buffs troops. Notice a 1-2, 1-2, 1-2 situation here. Okay? And that's what's available in game right now. So I'm curious if the next time they drop a class, are they going to drop one that buffs troops or one that buffs themselves? Because that's going to make a difference in how the game plays. So, anyway, as you can see here, there is a big gap right where the Unak, Paladin, Berserker, Infiltrator should be. Everybody else, except for the Ragnar, who just had an event. Obviously, the Ragnar has a big gap right here, but they just had an event, so they're not going to put them back on. So the only other race that has a big gap is the UNAC. And hopefully we'll see a Paladin, a Berserker, or an Infiltrator. I'm hoping Berserker because Berserkers, guess what? Being a number 2 means they buff troops. And the ones that Titans that buff troops, I think, are a lot better, especially for defense, than anything else. And attacking too, but, you know. But that's what I'm thinking, and that's what it looks like to me. So I just wanted to make sure I shared that. And I think the next picture is me just highlighting, yep, that's my predictions right there. It's like my proof. That's where I'm saying UNAC, next leaderboard event. Now, I mean, I'm not saying there may not be a survival event next. If it is a survival event, if they keep to the whole king idea, it may be another king of a different race that's released. And if that is the case, then we'll see if that is going to be like the human one maybe that I showed earlier. We'll see. All right, now there is one last tip I wanted to mention here at the very end of my video, and that is here, the Battle Frenzy Battle Rewards. This is where you get 3 rewards for every battle that you do. This is something I've noticed people at Garrison raid on a regular basis for VP on a weekly when they're not in leaderboard event. I totally get it. You know, you want to get that VP, you love Garrison raiding because you get a lot of resources, you don't have to do more than like 4 or 5 battles and you're good. Thing is with this event though, if you're getting 3 rewards per battle, and the only reason I'm saying it like that is per battle. If you're only fighting 4 or 5 battles, you're only getting 4 times 3 is 12, or 5 times 3 is 15. So 12 to 15 possible relics. Because the reason why I'm saying a big deal about relics is because a lot of people don't have an opportunity to get a lot of relics, 3, 4 star, even some of the lower ones, just to feed in for some very low percentage relic forging. So if you want a lot of relics out of your portal stones and opportunities to forge up, because that's really what this is all about, is forging a lot of, being able to get a whole bunch of relics so you can forge your relics. I mean, you might also get some troops, but, you know, or a couple, you know, some scrolls. All that stuff isn't the big deal with this event, I believe. And some Titans. You might get some Titans for fusion. Don't get me wrong. Titans for fusion, yes, that's great too. But typically you're only going to get 1, maybe a 2 star. But mostly 1 stars. So if you don't really have anything that you're trying to unlock fusion-wise, you're really concentrating on the relics. So get as many relics as you can and attack lands. Use the 3 stones to your advantage. I have 24 stones. That's 8 attacks on lands. 8 times 3, 24 relics. My 24 stones, if I only used 6 at a time, is only 4 attacks. 4 attacks times 3 is 12 relics. 12 relics to 24. What do I want? I want as many possible relics as I can get. So I would suggest, and there I show you just got some portal stones and pikemen. I got 6 portal stones from that one land raid. Insane. 2,600 VP from a land raid. Still getting that VP for a Wednesday, you know. And then almost 70,000 K in gold, you know. So, I mean, as long as you're getting good resources, over 2K VP, I don't see why attacking lands during this event, for this 24-hour time period, is not a bad deal. Attack lands, get more. All right, guys. I won't harp on it too much more. You guys have a good one. I will talk to you guys again soon.